I've been interested with a topic which is actually going to become the underlining topic in all of marketing for the years to come, especially today, especially how marketing is changing, how companies are changing the way they are advertising the products, selling the products. With all the resources clamped down, influencer marketing is here to stay. Influencer marketing is essentially a offshoot of digital marketing. We'll get into it, social media marketing. I have a small jazzy presentation for you all, because I knew that the audience age group would be young, would be dynamic. So I didn't want to bore you with the typical, boring presentation. I hope you will enjoy it. Uh, Thank you, Sahil, for the introduction. I'll just quickly add a couple of points here. Like you just saw my LinkedIn profile. I work in State Bank of India. I take care of a brand called YONO SBI. YONO SBI is a digital banking platform. We built this about 2.5 years back, but today we have crossed more than 50 million downloads. We have more than around 2.5 crore customers, slightly less than that. So close to 2.5 crore customers in a very short span of 2.5 years itself. Before that, I was building my own startup called Zopeco.com. It was a grocery aggregator startup. We had scaled it up to 3 different cities, including Noida, Chandigarh, and whole of Jharkhand, based out of Ranchi. And with Sahil, I was part of the accelerator program. Our companies were selected in the accelerator program called eSparks Viridian, which was run by the World Trade Center organization, and a company called eSparks based out of the UK. So we were part of the accelerator program. Eventually, the markets changed, and unfortunately, we had to take a different course and had to shut down the startup. But they say that to become a successful entrepreneur, on an average, an entrepreneur needs to have 2.8 to 3.4 number of startups, to become really successful. So I take it as a learning platform, so that I got to learn a lot about how to run companies, and I was able to apply those exact principles in a bigger organization also, like State Bank of India. Now, as a startup, you have different challenges. You have challenges like pehla customer kahan se lana hai, how to sell my product to first 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, or maybe 1000. Bigger companies have their own challenges. They have crores of customers, but they don't know how to reach to them for cross-selling, for upselling, for upgrading the customers to a different technology platform. And then they have at least 10, 20, 30 competitors to, really take their customers away, their markets away, their technology away. So it's a learning process to be able to see the startup side of it, and to be able to see the PSU side of it, big enterprise side of it as well. So let me also now come back to the main topic, which is influencer marketing, the rise of new word of mouth. When I chose the topic, I wanted to headline one thing today, that each one of you who's attending the workshop, we have already touched 100 people as of now. It's just probably 5 to 6 minutes into the presentation. We are 100 people right now. Each one of you have to believe that you are an influencer. That in that way only we will be able to proceed forward. Do not think it as a session of gyan, session of some kind of theory. What I'm going to share with you over the next 30-40 minutes is all practical, because I'm doing it on a single daily basis. I started with 0 followers. I started about 4 years back, 0 followers. I've always been passionate about fitness. So I chose fitness as my domain. And with 0 followers, I started about 4 years back on Instagram. Instagram took some time to, grow, and it's still growing. It's still in the nascent stage. But as of today, I learned the basics of how to create content, how to choose a niche, how to essentially, communicate stories which your audience understands. That's what I learned over the first 2-3 years, when nobody was focusing on daily fitness and motivation. every day we come across so many fitness influencers or yoga influencers or various other influencers who essentially do not have knowledge also. So most of the knowledge that you do get on social media is all gyan. And word of caution also for all the listeners, that please do not apply any of those uh, small tips and tricks and hacks that you get to learn कि ये पी के आप इतने पतले हो जाओगे, ये करके आप मोटे हो जाओगे, ये करके आप weight gain कर लोगे, muscle gain कर लोगे. Do not fall for those hacks. So I understood that there is a niche for fitness which has to be backed by science. So hence I picked up the science-based fitness niche and started creating content on a daily basis. And I applied the same principles when new platforms like Hello came, or even TikTok, experimenting with it. And today I've crossed 700,000 followers. Maybe not much compared to the big influencers that we get to see, but they have all been through the same churns, the same process. It's about not the number of followers that you get, not the number of likes or views that you get. It's about the process. What is your underlining message? Why you need to do this? What you need to do this? And most importantly, how to create consistency over the period of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, even 10 years. That's how you are able to create a brand. Hence, today's presentation is in two parts. One is slightly on the learning side of it, as for the brand marketers or the newbies who want to become marketers or brand managers. So I will break down the entire process of doing this influencer marketing as a process of marketing itself. And the second part, and the most important part, you should stay back for, which will come up in about 20 minutes, is how each one of you who's attending this session should become an influencer. Each one of you need to build a personal brand, and I'm going to be teaching you exactly what it needs, how much money you can earn, how much moolah, about over and above your regular jobs, how much money does an influencer make, how much you will be able to earn, and what kind of work you need to do to build a personal brand, and why you should do it today. Okay, so hope I warmed you up with the outline of the entire session. Let me quickly take you to the presentation that we were talking about, and I will be very happy to, in fact, keep taking questions in between also if it's relevant to that particular slide. And at the end also, we will take more questions.
So
right.
Nishant, there is a basic question which is there. I will like to take it up.
Yeah.
What is Ironman coach? So if you can take that question, and then we can begin the presentation so that people get the context.
Sure. Okay. Why not? So guys, I hope you have heard about marathons. Now marathons is 21 kilometer half marathon, and full marathon is 42 kilometers. That's still considered to be kind of tough, right? Sahil, if you've ever run 5 or 10 kilometers or a half marathon.
I did one in my college, and then halfway down, people were taking me on the bike back.
Okay, so running is essentially 10 kilometer, 21 kilometer, and 42 kilometer. And Ironman is considered to be world's toughest endurance race in a single day. So Ironman, I've done 3 Ironman 70.3 races. You have to finish the race in 17 hours. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to swim 4 kilometers, roughly 3.8 kilometers in the ocean, like Arabian Ocean or Indian Ocean or wherever, followed by 180 kilometers of cycling. And after you've done all of this, then you're supposed to run 42 kilometers marathon. You are supposed to do all of this in 17 hours. There's a hourly cutoff also. So this is called as Ironman race. And I happen to be one of the coaches also for Ironman. There are only about 18 of us, 18 coaches who are certified coaches in the country. So I help when I'm not doing marketing, when I'm not creating campaigns and strategies, I help people out with their fitness goals through endurance sports like marathons or Ironman. So that's my passion. I'm doing it on the side. That's why I said that each one of us has to become an influencer. There's a very famous saying which says that do 2 things: one that pays for you, and one that helps you to pursue your passion. And if you are able to find something that you can, club, then probably you're the luckiest person alive.
Yeah, great.
So, okay. Okay, then I'll share the presentation.
Yeah,
Are
we are
you
able
able to? Should I? Is it full screen? Yeah.
Yep, it's
Okay then.
okay. Great. I will stop my
Topic.
video and audio so that I am not a distraction to everybody. And
Okay.
you are the one who will do it.
Am I also visible in the screen?
Yes, you are.
Great.
Okay.
The topic is influencer marketing, rise of word of mouth, the new word of mouth. As we all know that word of mouth is probably the most powerful tool a marketer have, meaning that when your own friends and families refer you, you have the highest propensity of using that product, or on board, getting on board of the product. The biggest best example of word of mouth was Google Pay, or the product that we all use, Tez, Google Tez. Also, it was, I think, earlier called as Tez, now it is called as Google Pay. They came out with the strategy that if you refer any of your friends or family, every time they get onboarded, you get money. They made this like the biggest campaign in their portfolio, and then it helped them to get 100 million users, 100 million downloads, and I think about 20 million users, which is 2 crores in less than 7 to 8 months. So that was word of mouth using technology. I'll come to influencer marketing now. Before we do that, can you recognize 5 of the names, 5 of influencers I've mentioned here? There are 15 influencers. If you can quickly, a 30-second poll, how many names can you recognize? Sahil, is it there, visible?
Yeah, you can. Everybody can write in their comment section. You have to comment in. I think you select all the panelists and attendees and do comments. You will be. It will be also visible to you.
Okay.
And in the top, you
Sure.
can comments. Okay.
Guys.
I think most of the people know Bhuvan Bam. That is for sure. And the comment section is on fire.
Okay. I'm unable to see the comment section. Could you guide me?
Okay. So where we have stop screen share option at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, you hover on that, you will get a drop down, and there you will have polls, chat, and that thing.
Stop. Okay. Do I stop the screen share?
No. It will be on. Are you able to see the section?
No.
Okay, you stop the screen share once.
Okay, guys, have you seen the names? Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah.
Attendees, I can see. Yeah, chat. Oh, wow. 80, 90 comments have. Pezu, Technical Guruji, Amit Badhana, Technical Guruji, Carrie Manati, Bhuvan Bam. Bhuvan Bam is pretty famous.
Yeah.
Technical Guruji. Guys, a quick trivia for you for Technical Guruji. Did you know that he was, despite having, I think, over 10 million followers, and he's also one of the most sought after top 10 influencer with YouTube. He's probably making like I think couple of lakh rupees a month, maybe more also. These are just estimate. He was still doing his day job.
We discussed that day before yesterday only in the session.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So
he's been making videos for almost 3 years now, 3 to 4 years. Started with 0 followers again, and till I think last couple of months, 3-4 months back only, he was still doing his day job.
Yeah. So we were just discussing the same, that becoming an influencer is a very tough thing, and earning from it is another tough thing. So don't leave your job in between.
Over to you. Come to that. Not really, not entirely, but yeah.
Yeah. So have a good background.
So I think more than 100 comments have already come in here. Good that I'm very happy that a lot of you already know about what I'm talking about. These are all influencers. These are not celebrities. These are guys like you and me who started from zero, but they are influencers in different platforms. Okay, so what is exactly influencer marketing? To put it simply, it's a practice of building relationship with people who can build relationships for you. So let's say if you have a startup of only 10 people or 5 people, you're starting in your hostel room, but you don't know where to start. I'll tell you what, if you reach out to 5, 10, 15 influencers who have a following of 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, that's the easiest way you can reach out to lakhs of people with low budget or zero budget also. So these are people that we are building relationships with who will help us in building relationships with people in their circle. That's primarily in one line, that is called as influencer marketing. You can use your confidence or influencers with the trust that these guys have built for them. So these guys, like I mentioned about me, I have been building trust with my audience of very small zero, then 20,000, now 7 lakhs over the last 4 years. So my confidence, my trust, my consistency will get replicated to your brand if you reach out to these guys. These are influencers, and this process is called as influencer marketing. Why are we even discussing about influencer marketing today? Well, just to give you an example, in India right now, the total budgets of all marketing spends for each organization, we are spending about 5 to 10% on influencer marketing. So, for example, if your organization is spending about 100 crores on annual budget for marketing, they are spending 5 to 10 crore rupees on these influencers. About 10%, 10 to 15% of the budget goes into hiring celebrities. So this is one person doing 1 or 2 campaigns for you. Celebrity like Shah Rukh Khan, Ranveer Singh, Akshay Kumar, these are celebrities. You hire these people for their amount, let's say 8 crore, 10 crore, 15 crore, 20 crore, that's the going rate. You get 2 of their working days for the entire year. That's what celebrities do for you. So if you, let's say, uh, this is not a real life example, but going rate for one of the leading actors is 15 crores. Let's say, for example, Akshay Kumar. Don't quote me, but just for example, Akshay Kumar would give you about 50, you'll have to give him 15 crores and he'll give you 2 working days. That means 16 to 20 hours of his time for the entire year. You can choose this 16 to 20 hours to shoot one commercial, to do photo shoots, to do press conferences, to appear for some product launch, whatever you want to do some ask me anything on live Twitter, whatever. So this is the deliverable what a celebrity will give you. Then you will have to spend another 30 to 40 crores in showing the TVC on TV or digital or radio. That's what a particular celebrity will bring with him. This celebrity might have 10 million followers, 20 million, 30 million followers on different platforms put together. You will get that effect also, but you would have end up spending about 50 crores by getting one of these major A-lister or B-lister actors through television, signing amount, shooting, digital, and everything related to that particular celebrity. That's about 50 crores. On the other hand, influencer marketing is about 5% of the budget. So let's say you want coming with a new product for, let's say, a coffee in the next month. So you will give your agency 1 crore rupees. You will tell them that I want 50 influencers. These influencers will have different going rates, right from 20,000 rupees to up to maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees. The influencers which you just saw in the previous slide, these are all famous people with more than 10 million, 15, 20 million followers. These guys get around 2 to 3 lakh rupees, even 4 lakh rupees per campaign. What are they supposed to do? They are supposed to make new presentation, new video for you. They'll do a Instagram post for you or Twitter takeover or those kind of activities. So that's this entire process. That's why influencer marketing is relevant. Globally, $20 billion is being spent on influencer marketing. People are not getting so much influenced by a celebrity anymore because For example, the top of your head, maybe Virat Kohli comes up, or Amitabh Bachchan comes up, or maybe a MS Dhoni comes up, maybe a Shah Rukh Khan comes up, Akshay Kumar comes. Do you know how many on an average brands that these guys endorse? 35 to 40 on a lower side, maybe 50, 60, 70 brands annually. So these guys are endorsing 60 to 70 brands and a year. So from the mind of the customer, it's very difficult to differentiate as to if he's selling coffee, or he's selling Chamanprash, or he's selling a particular clothing brand, or maybe a wellness brand, or a phone brand. But if a Faizu comes to you, or a technical Guruji comes to you and sells you a particular OnePlus 7K model, or a particular headphone, or even if he tomorrow comes and sells you that particular bike, you are more likely to get influenced. Hence, influencer marketing is becoming more important, because we are constantly engaging with our Ashish Chanchalanis and technical gurujis more. We are watching their content on a daily basis rather than watching one or two movies in the entire year for a particular celebrity. Some stats for you guys. Unfortunately, most of you guys are spending 8 to 9 hours watching screens, which means 6 to 7 hours on your phones, maybe a couple of hours on Netflix, on your TVs or laptops. So you're spending about 9 to 10 hours, 9 hours at the minimum watching screens, laptops, mobile phones. That's a lot of time. That's 1/3 of your time. That's 50% of your waking hours that you're getting exposed to screens. Hence, digital marketing is important. Hence, the subset of it, influencer marketing, is important. 60%, in fact, 60% of all in-store purchases, मतलब malls में जाके जो आप खरीदते हो, the spends that you do on outside Amazon and Flipkart, which is actual malls or actual shops, 60% of those decisions are actually getting influenced by social media posts. That's very high. So this means that the advertisements that you see outside, like hoardings or flyers or these things, are completely irrelevant. Most companies are wasting their marketing dollars spending on these below the line newspaper advertisement in those. 9 hours we are spending on the social media or watching screens, our ads need to be shown on these platforms. Like we mentioned that most of you guys are Generation Z and millennials. 70% of all our purchase decisions are actually based on each other's recommendation. And so what happens is, even these influencers are like our friends, virtual friends that we do trust. Hence, we get our decisions get biased if one of our friends tells us, or guy that we are giving most attention to tells us. Moving on. So I just talked about celebrity versus influencer. Know the difference, guys. So I mentioned about a few A-lister celebrities. Here are the primary differences between a celebrity and influencer. A guy like Avesh Darbar, who's on the screen right now, he I think he's just crossed 25 million or so on TikTok. He's probably number one, number two in the country. He's right next to Faizu and those people. Sorry if I don't recollect the exact names, because I'm not really following these exact TikTokers, so to say. I'm more focused on on my niche and people who are creating content in my particular niche, my hashtag. So I'm focusing more on them. But that also tells you that each of these guys' videos are getting 4 million, 5 million views. Why is that? Because these guys are relatable. These guys do not put on makeup all the time. They are sitting with you doing lives morning, evening, night, just before their beds, going to the bed. They are relatable. They are doing stuff in their house which you and I are doing, right? People like King Batch or Amanda Cerny, who have now become Hollywood mainstream, they have been doing wines and TikToks and Facebook and Instagram for 7-8 years now. So for millennials, King Batch, probably, or Amanda Cerny were the main influencers. But for you, probably Fezu is, or Jannat Zubair is, or Aviz Darbar is, right? They are uncensored, they are unscripted most of the times. They will do stuff which is trending, uh, whereas celebrities are the ones that set the trend. They would, they would touch a particular topic in a movie which comes once or twice a year. But these are the guys who are making movies for you, short 30-second, 60-second, 1 minute, 2 minute videos for you every single day. So you are consuming more of their contents than you do for a particular celebrity. So this is, you really, connect with their personalities. Hence, influencers, I see in next 3, 4, 5 years, these influencers will take a backseat. Ones will keep coming in. These influencers are here to stay. So quickly, who are these influencers? Like I mentioned, these are real life people like you and me. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you guys are marketing nerds, growth marketing, growth hack nerds, you would know about Gary V. He, time and again in his videos, he would keep telling you that he started with zero. Uh, he's built his brand over the last 15 years. He started YouTube when nobody was on YouTube. He made, I think, 1,000 wine episode videos before anybody even took notice of him. That's how you have to do. You have to, whenever there's a new platform coming in, don't get scared. Don't have negative thoughts about it. Don't think uh, this is not a relevant platform. What will it do to me? Try to be first on the platform. If not, then just try to be there and create consistent content on that particular uh, topic. So what we'll do is, after we are done with this session, I want you guys to get on TikTok, to get on Hello, to get on Instagram, to get on LinkedIn. If you guys are not already there, you should treat these platforms as a learning experience. As a marketer, do not get swayed by the preconceived notions. Excuse me, preconceived notions that, people have been telling TikTok is only for funny videos or stupid videos or not relevant content. Mind you, you'll be dead wrong. So get on these platforms. That's a task for you. I also quickly want a short poll. How many of you guys are on TikTok right now? Just comment TikTok or yes in the comment section. Quick, quick poll, guys. How many guys? How many of you are on TikTok?
We're getting around 15 messages till now.
Yes. Should I stop just to check it out?
Yeah. No issues.
How many of it on TikTok? Yes, no. Aparna is not on TikTok. Abhishek Sansari is not on TikTok. Amrit Rathore is there. Anant is there. Geeta is there. Neil. Neil, why are you not on TikTok?
After you started reading no's, a lot of no's have come up.
Yashvi is not on TikTok. Jigar. Why? Quick question to people who've answered no. टॉप 3 रीजंस गाइस, वन वर्ड में आप बता दो मुझे कि आप लोग टिकटॉक पे क्यों नहीं है. व्हाई आर यू गाइस नॉट ऑन टिकटॉक और हेलो फॉर दैट मैटर. जस्ट वन वर्ड. Some friend told you, parents told you, government told you not to be on TikTok, whatever. My grandmother likes. Ashok is saying feels kiddish, okay. Addictive, okay. Waste of time. Tired of notifications, okay. You do know the answers of these questions, right? Some of notification or well-being, social well-being features are there on Instagram, on TikTok, on all the new platforms, right? You can limit the number of minutes you want to see the platform. You can go to the settings right now. Let me just show you on my TikTok. Oh, I'm taking these real life scenarios for you. This is my TikTok. Okay, I hope you can see.
Yeah.
Really fit with Nishant. You can just go to the settings. I've clicked on settings. I'm sorry if you're not able to see properly.
It won't be visible in Zoom a lot.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Just go to account settings. You can go to social well-being. Digital well-being button is there. Once you go there, you can click on screen time management, and you can actually turn it on and select number of minutes you want to spend on it. 60 minutes, 90 minutes. One guys, you guys are spending 9 hours on watching Instagram, Facebook, or other platforms.
Okay.
Just a quick stat for you. 400 million Indians. Yeah.
Yeah. So just wanted to ask, we are Nishant or me are not promoting TikTok. We are not getting money for that. We are just, as a marketer, it is going to be the next platform which is going to blast. So as a marketer, you need to know. We are not, as a person, we are not saying go and upload content.
Yeah.
The
My idea of,
yeah.
This is, there are two reasons. One is that I don't want to bore you with too much of information from the theoretical information on from the website, from my presentation, right? I want to give you real life practical things also that you should learn. Now I'm working with a traditional brand called State Bank of India. Probably, if anything, any government directive comes, SBI is the last one to join TikTok. But hence, I know the importance of this platform because 400 million Indians are on TikTok right now. 100 and I think 80 million, 150 or 180 million people are on Hello right now. About 100 million people are on Vigo right now. These are people who have a mobile phone with them, who are also utilizing their digital time on these platforms. How can we ignore that market? So why I'm telling you about these platforms is because there's an opportunity for you as a brand manager, for a brand executive, to explore it, to go see where people's attentions are going. And brands like Apple are there, brands like Red Bull are there, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, all these brands, Pepsi, Coke, P&G, Dettol, all these brands. Even Government of India is there. They could get 50 million downloads of Arogya Setu app through TikTok. So if you guys are, in your comment section, I want you to each one read the stats again. Why people are not on TikTok? It feels kiddish. It's a time pass app. It's a waste of time. It's creepy. Okay. Heartbreak, hairstyle, depressing. Guys, do not think from a consumer's angle. Think from a creator's angle. Think from a brand marketer's angle. You don't have to go and spend your hours and hours on TikTok and watching people dance and do all sorts of things. You have to go there to learn how people's consumer behavior is changing. What are people engaging? For example, even if some stupid dance video has gone viral and it's received, let's say, 30 million views in 48 hours, go and analyze that particular video. What are the kind of comments people are giving? Are they creepy comments, or are they saying that this particular dance move is good, or this sound beat is good, or what is good about it? Go and learn so that you can use this in your next video, in the next campaign that you build. It's right there. So going viral is actually controllable. If so let's say your niche could be, for example, this shirt. I'm saying a black shirt. Now, if I was you, I would go on TikTok. I would use the hashtags, hashtag black shirt or black kurta or black whatever, black Ferrari, black Gadi, whatever. I would use those particular trending words into my next videos as keywords. I would use those keywords, those hashtags into my next blog, into my website, so that I can utilize the traffic getting generated there into my generating new traffic for me. Those are the trending topics. You need to know these trending topics. You should be able to write. If you just say that, no, it's stupid, it's all that, how will you learn? So learn to embrace new platforms, new trends. Fine, at first instance, laugh at it. That's okay. But deep dive, watch it 5 to 6 times to understand as a marketer what are the hashtags that are working, What are the sounds that are working? Spotify is the biggest aggregator of music in the world right now. They eliminated so many music companies from the face of the earth. They have a special dedicated team that works only on TikTok trends. They have a special global viral list, top 50, which changes every hour, basis the trends that happen on TikTok or Instagram. So these are the guys who are early adopters of this trend. How can we ignore it as marketers? Hence, I wanted to bring your attention to TikTok now. I'm not telling you to become a deep dive user or spend 5-6 hours a day. Learn from it. That's where the attention is. Biggest social media company, the Facebook group, right now is shit scared of TikTok. They have already launched a product exactly like TikTok in Brazil. Same exact copy in Brazil. They are testing it out. They will roll it out to Indian market or other Southeast Asian markets in the next 6 months. If they are shit scared and they are not running away from it, they are copy pasting it. You should do that too. It's called as market research, right? So hence, I want you to download it today after this presentation. Learn from it from the angle of a brand marketer, executive. Do not shy away. If you shy away, that means your entire company is shying away from that platform. That means you are responsible for bringing the next 20 million users from that particular platform for your user group, for your product. Don't be that guy. It takes years to get traffic, to sell anything. Got it?
I think a lot of people are convinced now with the changed perspective of seeing TikTok. I think last.
It's important. Even if you have to become the second part of this presentation is about building your personal brand. TikTok right now is the easiest way of building your personal brand.
Organic reach is very high.
Free, guys. It's free. I'll come to that. Why these two platforms, TikTok and LinkedIn, are super important for you. They may not give you money right away, but it's super important. How many? A quick 10-second poll again. How many of you guys do Facebook and Instagram ads with your teams, with your brands, with your companies? Quick yes, no, or just type FB or Insta. Great. Okay, cool. Most of you are doing Facebook ads, probably Google ads, yes. Can anyone tell me the ballpark number for CTR for Facebook? 10 rupees, 8 rupees, or maybe a cost per install for Facebook or Instagram? Just on the top of your head. I know, depends on the brand, depends on the hashtags that you do. Broadly, just a ballpark number. 10 rupees, right? So I'll just give you a quick number. If you do a UAC campaign, UAC is Universal App Campaign on the Google network, or a GDN, the Google Display Network, you spend about 6 to 10 rupees on an average. If you have, let's say, 50 to 60 keywords with you, long tail, short tail, everything put together. If you're doing app install campaigns, you are spending about 15 to 20 rupees per install for a small campaign of 15-20 days. Again, depends on your budgets, industry, hashtags. Again, those kind of, I'm just giving a broad number. 20 bucks is what it takes to get you an app install, right? Anything from 10 to 20 depends on optimization and various other factors. You know how much money TikTok right now gives you? How much money does it take for you to get app installs on TikTok? It's about 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 4 rupees. And couple that with the views and likes and comments, engagement is completely free right now. It's 5 times sasta. It's 5 times cheaper than Facebook group or Google group. Attention span is the same. So what I'm trying to tell you is that TikTok network, which has TikTok, Hello, Vigo, is 5 times cheaper for you as a marketer, as a brand manager right now. If you want to do 10,000 app installs, I would put my money more on TikTok network than probably on any other thing if my budget is very slow, or even zero. If I created 50 videos about my product right now, I think by default, by reach, I will get that many installs. for free. So yeah, we'll discuss we'll discuss about the quality of leads and all for sure. These are more evolved platforms. Facebook group is 15 years old. Google group is about 20 years old. These groups are TikTok group is just 2 years old. Hence, we need to leverage it even more. So if you have a 1 crore budget, why not experiment with 30 lakhs, 20-30% of your budget into a new platform where attention is there, right? So coming back, I hope my point is clear about embracing new platforms and the influencer marketing itself. Uh, I'll quickly now, next 2-3 slides, if you pay attention, this might get a little geeky. I'll break down exactly how I personally plan any campaign. It could be an influencer campaign. It could be applied to other normal digital campaign also. So I'll just quickly show you my method. It is not always the correct method. It's not always the wrong method, but you probably will learn something new. So I'll share my screen.
It's visible now.
Yeah. So here we are digressed. Types of influencers, you all know, nano influencers is up to 10,000. That's why you guys fall into the category of nano influencers. If you have about 800, 1,000, 2,000 followers. In fact, nano influencers is the highest conversion rate influencer group also. You guys would get probably up to 5 to 10% or 15% engagement rates also. As you grow higher, the engagement rate percentage grows smaller and smaller. So if you see any TV star, they would have around 1 lakh to 5 lakh followers, but their engagement would be 2,000, 3,000 likes or engagement, like, comment, share, those kind of things. So it is always cheaper as a brand marketer, to go for nano influencer, micro influencer, because the engagement rates are higher. A person with 500 followers would probably know all 400 of them or 300 of them, and 200 might be interested in his work of art or food or fitness or technology or automotive or lifestyle or politics. You are most likely more engaged with your audience than probably a person who has 10 million followers, right? So if a global star has 5 million followers, he or she is getting 1 lakh DMs every day. Do you think it's humanly possible to even look at them? Forget about responding to them. But if a person has 10,000, 20,000 followers, you are getting probably only 10, 15 DMs a day. You'll look at it, probably you'll respond also. And these 20 people who actually send you a message would think that you'll reply also. So they are more engaged to you. Hence, as a brand marketer, my tip to you for today is, whenever you're planning your influencer campaigns, try to do not look at the size of the number of followers or views and all. What makes more sense is the quality of content and the number of followers. The lesser it is, the more engagement rates would be. Also, these influencers would be cheaper for you when you're planning the campaign. Okay, so what does a influencer marketing campaign help you? These are the 6-7 things that a particular influencer marketing campaign will help you achieve. But it's also important, very important, as a marketer to have laser focus on one thing. If you expect your Kerry Menati or Ashish Chanchalani to do everything for you, create brand awareness also, sell something also, get installs also, traffic also, that's not going to happen. Your campaign will only be successful if you have a laser focus on maximizing your ROI. So what does that mean is, you need to, as a marketer, set your objective right, that I'm going to do this particular campaign for, let's say, selling this cup. Now this cup, as a company, my objective could be, I want to tell people that my company sells this cup. That's called as brand awareness. Second objective could be that I want to run this campaign. I want to sell 100 units of this, 100 cups to be sold and delivered to customers. That's selling. My company could have an application, an app which sells the cup. So my goal could also be that I want to get 100 installs for that particular app. But if I say that, nobody knows my company, I want Carrie Minati to introduce my company, also get the app installed, and from the app, 100 cups should be sold. That's going to be a far-fetched goal. Hence, you'll not be getting the entire ROI. If you keep your focus very, very specific, that's how you will be able to make this campaign successful. So you can use these guys to create hype around your product. Like OnePlus does this every single time, even if they're coming out with a Red Cable Club charger, or the new headphones, or the new OnePlus 8 mobile. These guys use influencers to create a beautiful hype around their conference, around the products. You can do that too. You can get food bloggers to create a lot of blogs about your website or your video or your new campaign. You can do that. So have only 1 or 2 goals in mind before planning any influencer campaign. So like I mentioned earlier, having a laser sharp focus is important. Now, how to handle these guys, how to handle the influencers. You need to, first of all, obviously have the laser sharp focus. So steering up the conversation is important. Like you need to either instruct your influencers to create a hype around your website or your product, or help them in getting people to join your community. That, hey, Nishant is joined Sahil's community. I think my followers should also follow. So probably 5% of them will come and join Sahil's community. So I am having a conversation with my audience. So that's how you want to tell that message to these guys, that do this particular thing, bring traffic to this cause. Now Sahil has employed my services, but Sahil needs to understand. Sahil is a marketer. Sahil needs to understand that if I give the message in particular Gujarati. By the way, I don't know Gujarati, but he wants me to speak only in Gujarati. My audience will not relate to it, and I will not be able to relate to it. So the creators should be allowed to have their own creativity, their own way of sending the message, but keeping the message intact in their style, their form. Okay, so that's very important. That's how, when you're planning your particular influencer marketing campaign or any campaign, give the guys their creativity. Do not go and give them a script exactly. Ye nahi ye likho, ye nahi ye bolo. That's not going to happen. Thirdly, you understand that these guys will help you. If you see that if this is the only campaign that you'll have to do, then probably you'll not get the best results. These guys need to be seen as a support structure of the entire campaign. If you have the budget to do above the line TVC, radio and all, these guys will help you to augment that. So it's more of a support structure, a booster kind of a dose to your existing campaign, rather than standalone campaigns. Standalone campaigns also do happen, but then only standalone campaigns probably will not work. We'll have to see. I mean, it's a daily trial and error, A/B testing kind of a scenario in digital marketing. It may work, may not work, but best works when you augment the current campaigns with influencer marketing. Right? I hope I'm making sense to you. If you have any doubts, keep asking questions. Sahil, please keep looking at the questions so that we can pause and take them up as they come along, if any relevant ones are there.
So it's already 5, and there are a lot of questions that we have.
Okay. So I'll quickly just move on. Yeah. Consider these guys as your partners, and not just some sellers that you think that. Think of them as your partners. They are your brand ambassadors for a very short time. Moving on. This is the campaign strategy. Probably, guys, take a screenshot. This is what I do. What I do is I set a goal. that my goal is I want X number of app installs. What I'll do is I'll create a messaging around it. Like messaging would be कि ये पर्टिकुलर कूपन कोड अगर आप लेके मेरी ऐप इंस्टॉल करोगे तो यू विल गेट 100 रुपीज ऑफ. सो दैट्स व्हाट यू गेट. सो आई विल रिंग फेंस माय मैसेजिंग. आई विल डिसाइड द टाइमिंग, पर्टिकुलर टाइमिंग, लाइक लिंक होना चाहिए उसके अंदर, कितने बजे कैंपेन जाना चाहिए. Timing in social media posting is very important. Understand the particular platform and understand the timing that you want to do it. Then the type of content has to be clear. Will it be video, post, stories? Will it be a long form YouTube video, shorter videos, referrals? Define that. Then you select the kind of influencers you're looking for: A-lister, B-lister, C-lister, or nano, micro, medium, or global stars. Depends on you. So you can just take a screenshot of this. Again, this is a repetition of the previous one. Helping a particular laser sharp focus helps you to have a clear ROI as to if you spend 1 lakh rupees and you get so many installs or landing the visitors, then your ROI is achieved and you can measure it as well. Okay, now coming back to the last part of the presentation, why having a personal brand is important and why each one of you is the influencer. You don't know it yet, but you need to. So guys, pay attention. We are going to be talking about a very important topic. Most of you guys are looking for jobs. You guys are already having jobs. You're running brands. Some of you will be joining some companies very soon. Some of you have already been into the jobs and looking to switch. So we have a various mix of this. Remember this: if you put all your professional eggs into one basket, some or the other day you will get burnt. When I say professional eggs, I mean earning from a particular company. I mean promotions, increments, postings, whatever your personal goals are, professional goals. If you think that one particular boss will give you that, that's not going to happen. Some or the other people will use you, not let you grow in your career. Probably you're not competent enough. You've not honed your skills. You need to have a personal brand. End of story. What it does to you is, and what's a personal brand? I'll take these two things now. Personal brand is essentially you getting to know, to be known in the industry for something. It could be essentially a industry of your passion. When I say passion, like for me, fitness is my passion. Hence, Daily Fit with Nishant. That's my passion. It took me some couple of years to get to their point. I used to have different names, different hashtags I used to use for my post, but I narrowed it down to my passion, which is science-based fitness. So I named my channels Daily Fit with Nishant. You need to understand your niche, become so passionate about it that if you have to create 500 videos in the next 1 year, you are able to do it. Hence, if you're not passionate about it, your channel may die its natural death within 10 to 20 or 30, 40, 50 videos. Have passion about something, build a personal brand about it. It could be yoga, it could be digital marketing, it could be helping people with building their resumes, it could be food, whatever. Figure it out. Be known for something. What it will do is, even if you're not fully satisfied in your current jobs, there is some anchor in your life that is helping you to cope up with the stress which you're facing in your professional life, because you can put your energies in something which is growing, right? It helps you to get more opportunities. So if you have a very good personal brand on LinkedIn, it will get you speaking engagements, it will get you paid clients, it will get you new leads. If you bake something, you'll get new customers. You may get noticed by other brands. You will get brand endorsements also. Like I am personally a fast enough athlete. I'm also a Haney Sports athlete. So two brands help me out with all my nutritional needs for Ironman. and they help me out with all my kit need for all my clothing and all. Those are all coming from different brands, free of cost. So it helps you to get more opportunities. It helps you to learn more, right? So build your brand. When you build your brand, a community gets built around you. You can always leverage that community for your next product, for your next video, for your next job application, job opportunity, next client. So build a personal brand. Also, it pays you. If you have about 30,000-40,000 followers on 2-3 platforms, you good consistent, you can easily make 5,000 to 10,000 bucks a month. If you have about 5 million followers or 1 million followers, you can even make it like a full-time job, earning 4 lakh 5 lakh rupees a month. You will never be able to make that, by the way, in any job, even if you become a VP or a CEO of a company, unless of course you become a Fortune 500 CEO, which is unlikely in the next 5 years, 10 years, seeing the demographics of the audience.
Yeah.
You
So, Nishant, one more thing.
Yeah.
There are comments in the chat section
Yeah.
that please let him speak for next half an hour. Don't stop the presentation. We can do Q&A after some time.
Okay.
So please continue. People are loving you, and do share all the things that you had in your mind, and they are loving you. So please continue.
Okay,
Just
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That is encouraging. Thanks for the likes and the comments, guys. Yeah. So why I'm telling you this is now because see, there are more and more platforms coming uh, every single day, in the professional side of it, in the social side of it, in the engagement side of it, in the B2B side of it. So, for example, there are so many platforms which are helping people to collaborate in these times of lockdowns, right? Uh, Products like Asana, Slack, these have been always been there, but they have come to the forefront. Platforms like even Zoom or AirMeet or House Party, they have been there for 4, 5 years. But suddenly, because there was an opportunity, these brands were there. They could get hundreds and thousands of millions of users, right? Because a new opportunity comes. Remember this: an opportunity is only an opportunity for a person who's been doing that particular thing for years and years. If you have built a particular brand around yourself, then only you will be able to see those things as an opportunity. Now, I do not own a collaboration tool, or I do not own a video conferencing tool. So even if this lockdown was there, couldn't do anything about it. I didn't do anything about it because I was not building a brand. I was not building a platform in that particular domain. But what I did during this lockdown, because Daily Fit with Nishant already had some followers, in last 45 days, I've been able to add 70,000 new followers because of an opportunity which came, which is because people are more locked down. They are more focused on their health and fitness. So Nishant Bhardwaj is creating more and more content on home fitness and home exercises daily on TikTok, on Hello, and on Instagram, and even on LinkedIn. So I'm motivating more and more people to do motivational stuff at home, how to get fit, how to remain fit, easy exercises. I took this opportunity. In fact, last week, like we are doing a session now, I had an opportunity to interview Mandira Bedi. I was interviewing Mandira Bedi on the Hello platform, and she came on my profile. We did a live session there for the entire audience, and it was amazing because my brand was already there. I was already at 600,000 followers on Hello. Because of that, the platform itself helped me in interviewing a celebrity who's already established. But the good thing is that Mandira Bedi on Hello has only, I think, before our live, she had about 80,000 followers. So even celebrities are leveraging these platforms because of a personal brand that I have built, what even Ashish Chanchlani has built, or Avish Darbar has built. Shilpa Shetty spends more time on Avish Darbar's profile than on her own profile. So celebrities are also seeing the power of a personal brand or an influencer brand. Hence, build your brand and do not have a short-term vision of आज बनाऊंगा और कल से famous हो जाऊंगा. That's not gonna happen. Overnight success will happen to you when you create your 200th video. Probably one or two videos will hit 50,000 or 1 lakh views, but overnight success probably takes hundreds and thousands of hours of spending on your craft, which is fitness for me. It could be blogging for you. It could be food for someone else, yoga for someone else. It could be craft. It could be origami. It could be digital marketing, brand management, whatever. Find your passion, start working on it, but do not leave your jobs. That's also what I want to focus. Find time. We have enough time. Cut down on your screen time of 9 hours, 10 hours every single day. Do not waste your time. The time that you get, 1 hour, 2 hour, you write down, you keep a separate copy for yourself. Like I'll show you. I have this is my diary. This is only for Daily Fit with Nishant, this entire diary. I filled it in less than, I think, 45 days or so. Every single day, I'm jotting down ideas to create content. It's not easy. It doesn't come to me every day. Like I know 70 exercises, but how many videos can I make on 70 exercises, right? So I keep writing down. I keep going back to TikTok and Hello again and see what are the trending hashtags. What are the guys who have 10 million followers doing on this particular space? I will try to learn from that, learn more on the scientific side of it, and then make a video around it. Easy to do things. I used to think that probably adding nice trending music was stupidity about 6 months back. But then I was stupid. I was being stupid because I was not utilizing the entire tools of the platform. So I started going on the platform to learning what are the tools on that platform, started creating content natively using the tools of that platform itself, started getting views for different, same for Hello, same for TikTok, same for LinkedIn also. Same principle goes there. Keep a separate copy, separate diary for yourself, write down ideas, see, maybe, take next 30 days or so for creating 50 videos. You only learn. See, we are not born with the art of video making or public speaking or those kind of things. Make 50 videos. Then that's when you will learn what to say, what not to say. Nobody is going to come and teach you. I know a lot of gurus on LinkedIn or various other platforms that are selling their courses, telling you कि ये मेरा 1,000 का course है, 5,000 का course है, 10,000 का course है. I'll give you the formula, you will become viral. That does not happen. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the grind. That's how you will, you will learn about the platform and you will start getting viral as well. I have been able to, I'm doing this consistent effort on Daily Fit with Nishant for almost 9 months now, eight or 9 months. I started in the month of, I think, August. It's July, August, and it's April now. I've crossed more than 60 million views, but that did not happen overnight. My first so many videos, I think 50 odd videos, did not even have 100, 200 views or so. And views don't matter, but I'm just telling you the formula. So it all comes back to building a personal brand. It helps you to get more opportunities, helps you to learn more about your own personality, helps you to live a more passionate life, right? You'll be spending more time on productive things rather than pessimist things. Ye nahi ho raha, wo nahi ho raha, I don't know this, I don't know that. So learn more, build a personal brand. Screenshot this screen again. I will not explain much on this one. This was relevant. That's why this is my 10 influencer marketing trends for 2020. I researched it and have put it together for you. Essentially, why it will grow this year is because micro influencers again. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn will be key this year. Videos and live sessions will grow. You guys are already attending so many lives. It will only grow. Podcasts will grow. Storytelling focus. We had a session in the morning regarding storytelling. It's very important to know the art of storytelling, how to do it. But you will also learn this when you make your first 50 or 100 videos. You will automatically learn like what is how to be a better storyteller. Bots are there. We need. You will help. It will be eventually become a full-time profession. I know a lot of influencers who are full-time employed by TikTok. These guys actually go to the office of TikTok and Hello and other places in the morning. Aviz Darbar and these guys report at the office at 10 o'clock. Till 7 o'clock in the evening, these guys are constantly making videos, doing some or the other campaign. So it's actually already becoming a full-time profession, a well-paying profession, by the way. But coming back to that one, you do not have to make this as a full-time profession immediately. Do it for a year, 2 years, see how it is going for you while having your day job. So yeah, last slide. Influencer marketing, as I said earlier, is here to stay. It's only gonna grow with people's behavior changing drastically during this lockdown. We are all going to be at home. We'll be ordering more from our home locations. Hence, we'll be more exposed to digital media, less newspapers, probably less TV, more OTT, more Netflix, more other platforms, more gaming. So digital marketing is here. We'll be spending more time on Instagram, TikTok, Hello, LinkedIn. Hence, influencer marketing will only grow. From $20 billion, I see this becoming a $50 billion globally in next not more than 2 years. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. These are all personal experiences that I've built. This is not a lot of gyan. You can connect with me on Daily Fit with Nishant on Instagram or Nishant Bhardwaj 11 on LinkedIn as well. TikTok and Hello is obviously there. Let's have some questions.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I've overshot by a few 15-20 minutes, but I thought.
But that was the demand of the crowd. I think this is the best thing that I have seen in the online segment. So we have been in a lot of offline meetings, and we have done seminars and those kind of things. But then this is the first time that I am seeing online people are saying, please skip the Q&A, let the guy continue. And I think it is a testimony.
I think we started with around 100, 102, and attendance has been 100%.
Yeah. So a lot of they are increasing.
Yeah.
But it is constant. So while the presentation was going on, it was constant at 114, 116.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think after an hour, few people dropped because I got a lot of DMs that they wanted recordings, and they had a call at 5. So few of them dropped.
Okay.
Because they are in classes and they are still have things going on.
Sure. Okay. So we take a few questions.
Yeah. So guys, one thing is you can upload the questions also. So we will take the first question till that time. If you can upload the other questions, we will know, because we don't have a lot of time. So we will know which is the question that you all are liking. We will take that up. So okay.
I'll quickly see the questions, and some I think I may have already answered in between as well. Let's see. Kushal is asking, how do financials work in case of influencer marketing from client as well as influencers end? If we get a quick example, that would be great. For example, influencer will be paid after X number of downloads or something. Okay, sure. So Kushal, how it works is, as a brand, I have a particular budget. Let's say I want to do this loan campaign for the upcoming month, and I am looking at getting 1 lakh loans. I would have, let's say, 5 crore budget. I give that to my agency. The agency in turn plans the entire campaign along with us. What we do is we dedicate, let's say, 10% of the budget to influencer marketing, then 20% to digital marketing, 20% to app installs and other campaigns, and 50% on the ATL, BTL. So that's how the entire campaign is built. Now coming to the micro part of it, which is 10% of the influencer marketing, where what happens is you do not take 1 or 2 influencer. The agency gives you the list of 50, 60 or 100 people on different platforms. You choose the top 10 to top 20 people, and then you give them the terms and condition. They have their set rates as per the type of influencer they are, like nano influencer, micro influencer. They go from anywhere from $5,000 to 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs also. They are paid accordingly. So the payment usually, now that's between their influencer management platforms versus the influencer. Usually it's after the campaign, not before the campaign. Next question, Rudra is asking, what type of fields or content should someone who wants to become an influencer focuses on? How much time will it take to reach influence level? I think I answered that earlier. There are 6 to 7 types of fields, essentially industries. One is fitness industry. Second is your automobile. Third is your fitness ke andar, again, yoga and all is part of it. It could be food, it could be music, it could be travel, so beauty. So various fields are there. You can choose as per your interest, but interest has to be not developed from today. That interest has to be in you from last 5-7 years. Like, you know, in your mind, today if you tell me to make 5 videos on food and all, 5 days I'll make probably different types of Maggies or andas, but I'll not know exactly what kind of chicken or paneer or other things to make on 6th or 7th day, right? So you need to have that particular passion in you.
Very true.
Okay, Nikunj is asking how to identify target audience for marketing. For example, selling scented designer. Now that's very specific. That again depends on, there are tools available on each platform. Depends on your target objective for that particular campaign. Like I mentioned, first you need to identify what is the objective. Do you want app installed? Do you want to sell candles, or do you want to advertise exactly your company, that your company sells designer campaigns? So identify that, then identify the demographics, then identify the budget, then identify the platform, and use the tools on the platform to start the campaign. And along the campaign, you have to constantly do A/B testing, like have different copies of the same campaign, 4 to 5 different copies, and see which one is working. Remove the other 4 copies, focus on the 1 or 2 copies that are working for you. Yes, Sahil, you were saying something.
Okay, so I was just there are a lot of other questions that we are having. We are just going through them. So Kaushal is asking, in the age of TikTok, many of the number of influencers will be increased to a level that it can get saturated. Question being, how many years from now will you consider as the age of influencers age? Oh,
2020, actually 2017 has the age of influencers has already started. It's here to stay. It's going to grow. Like I mentioned earlier, $20 billion industry will become a $50 billion industry in the next 2 to 3 years. Platforms will come and go, influencers will come and go, but people who are versatile enough to understand the platforms and understand the audiences will keep coming back to you. King Batch has not gone back. The Rock has come on the TikTok platform also. The Rock was never known for doing dance moves. He's literally coming on TikTok and doing dance videos for you. So you need to understand the flavor of that particular platform and, improvise if you want to be relevant. Otherwise, get left out. Yes.
Okay. Kaushal has a question. How are you able to manage so many businesses at a time?
Me personally?
Yeah. So time management is also a key. And looking at you, you do your own things. So you exercise also daily. And if you follow Nishant Bhai on any of the platform, you will be seeing every day he's writing 3 hours of running and this and that. I said I am not able to sleep for 3 hours continuously sometimes, and he's able to run and then also sleep, get a schedule. How is that possible? You have your day job. You do a lot of exercise. You upload and create your own content. Don't have anybody else to help you out in this. That is what I want to clarify to everybody. He has 77 lakh followers, and still he is doing all his editing, all his content, all his writing by himself. So if you can
so I think the real one-word answer is passion. I am looking at it from a 10-year perspective, that it takes about 10 years to become a wildly successful person in that field. I am looking at it only from that perspective. So every other small thing becomes very small in front of it. So many videos, so many content just does not fly. Last week, a real life example, you can actually go on my profile right now. LinkedIn, I created a very normal content, and it got picked up by LinkedIn's editor post. and that particular small content got seen by more than 40,000 people. That was first time for me that a particular piece of content on LinkedIn, 40,000 is decent, I would say. It's quite good. But then there are well researched content that you spend hours researching on, it does not fly. So you don't have to get discouraged, number one. Number two, feel consistent. Once it's out there, it's out there. Don't worry about numbers. It will happen. Somebody somewhere, relevant person is looking at it. I create content more for my satisfaction, in terms of my viewers give me the motivation to keep going every day. So more than me, I derive motivation from my viewers. So that's why the motivation to keep doing every single day. The name itself compels me. Yaar, come on, Daily Fit with Nishant. That's like the biggest curse that I could have given me. Daily Fit. I need to be out there daily. So, yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to ask the next question so most of the people see that dopamines are something which gives you push a lot in most of the things. So I was asking, what are your dopamines for social media? So you see more likes or more the video going reach is important. So what is one of the parameter that you see as a
For social media success?
yeah?
I would, at the end of the day, I've been on both the sides, and what I've seen is that impact, the positive messages are the ones, the DMs, the comments, the positive things that thank you for sharing this with us today. I needed this motivation. That is number one. Number two, it should translate into some business or some leads or some engagement or something tangible. I'd never look at views and likes and all. It's good to have these vanity metrics in place, and you should definitely look at it to do your A/B testing. Every day I am doing the A/B testing with my own content, that this works, this is crap, this is good. Sometimes crap is also good, but you don't know that, right? So helps you to A/B test every single day. Create more content. This, I think, I would again quote Gary Vee, that you need to create so much content out there, then only you learn a lot. So from creating 1, 2, 3 or 3 to 4 pieces of content weekly, I've gone to creating 15 pieces of content every single day, which is still very low, I would say. If I had a intern with me, or some digital marketer executive with me, or some firm with me, I would rather want to create 50 pieces of content every single day.
So everybody who is hearing just now, there is a vacancy.
Yeah, for sure. If anyone, I'll be very happy to have social media geeks or gurus to help me out with my. There are a couple of new projects that I'm working on right now. You are aware. One is the YouTube channel, the podcast, and the website. So this and entire click funnel also. So anybody is interested, I would more than be happy to take it with you guys.